What's up, GG603 back with another YouTube video. It's Sunday, you know what this means. It's time for the TSW rankings. Let's get right to it, baby. Oh, the Christmas vibes are here, baby. We got Schmitty right out the gate here, dropping back a couple spots here, holding tight at 40. Also gonna say goodbye to a couple wrestlers. Chef Emma Xerox. Emma Xerox stacked some losses. Chef been injured. We're expecting something soon, maybe, I don't know. All I want for Christmas is my Chef Jay Ruiz. We got up here 39 from 33. We got Rowdy, and we got a couple unranked guys just banging back to back here. Probably should have been ranked last week. Of course, number one contenders for the trios titles. We got Kopak, Nerk, DT2, and DT1 in that very order. We got former tag champs here in Swanee and DJ on the outside, still looking in, you know, losing the number one contendership for the tag titles. What's next for these guys? Always curious what these two are up to. Moving right along to Casio, little inactive, but always a great guy in TSW and otherwise, so always got an eye on that man booking wise. A big match coming up for these two. Adam, CJ each dropping back 3 and 4 spots respectively. Of course, Steel Cage Seasons beating winner. We'll get a shot at the Universal Championship in the very near future. As we get closer here, cracking the number 30 spot. 4 back is one animal. Hate to say it, hate to see it. Of course, missing both Money in the Bank qualifiers. Weird holding pattern right now. We got to figure out what's next for the one, the only, the animal, former TSW heavyweight champion, former Universal Champion. What is next for this guy? You know, the Seasons Beatings is kind of booked up right now. We might not have animal for the holidays, and I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Someone we probably will have in some respect, absolutely dominating that Rumble. We got Craigie here, popping up to 29. Moving up, you know, did lose that run, but again, looked fantastic in there. I believe, didn't get the time check for this, but it's got to be the longest record of time in a single Rumble match. We've got Bama and Miss Hoodat going back 6 spots each. Similar, we're going to see in a lot of situations, you know, losing rematch, falling back. What's next for these two? Got to figure out, you know, it's a thin division. Where are we going to go? It's going to get complicated, not going to lie to you here, guys, as we prep for the top 25 officially. On the outside looking though is going to be Afterburn. Couple tough losses, and we've seen this before where, you know, guys have a lot of momentum, slows a little bit, and it just starts tumbling down. But always watch out for this guy. You never know what they're up to. And when I say they, we're talking Be Caught. Starting things off at 25, holding pat from last week. It's gonna be swing games, and we're gonna have Chico and Chris just swapping spots. Chris, you know, kind of by default moving up, has been losing matches, hasn't been winning, but hasn't been losing quite like Swing. Chico has out of that Rumble this last week, but of course we'll be facing Team America, Trios inaugural titles this week, Seasons Beatings. We've got Grim and Prod here, same situation though, they're not facing at Seasons Beatings instead. Week after a very special digital YouTube exclusive show, I guess we could say, we're gonna have those tag titles online. Of course, we're gonna have Grim and Prod up against the reigning defending Raw and Joker, which we could very well see a champ scenario with those folks being in Money in the Bank. We've got Box in here at 20. And by the way, Grim and Prod both jumping up exactly 15 spots for 116 for that. Thought it was the same. Quick math, incorrect there. Boxy falling back 1 spot. You know, normally would lose more of a spot, but great main event, great showing, and man, that post match, the debut of Obrek, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. To the moon for Springstoff here in TSW. Of course, we'll be facing big time this week with a manager and a new aggressive mindset. Now, we're gonna get into some Money in the Bank people qualified for Money in the Bank, I should say. Default a little bit, but also, you know, did come off a loss here. We got at 19 back from 15. We've got Phineas and Herb. We're gonna roll through to AJ. AJ did beat Finn ever so narrowly, but I mean, I think both momentum pretty similar here. We're gonna have LBJ, of course, coming off a loss. Steph's gonna hold pat here at 16, by the way, of course, facing Huggies this week, Seasons Beatings. We got Deekster, big jump here for Deke, 14 spots, 29 up to 15 hole here. Of course, qualifying, last chance qualifier there in the Rumble. Love to see that big win for Deekster. Kapner, bit of a tumble from 2 back to 14, of course. Rematch clause with the new hardcore champion Shrades in just a couple days time at this point at Seasons Beatings. A huge opportunity for Shrades to really cement himself, but a good chance for Kapner to put his name alongside Boxy as a 3-time hardcore champion. Big deal there. And few bigger deals than the girthiest daddy-o Dargan. 8th man in Money in the Bank after that huge Hell in a Cell win. Excited to see how he fares in that stipulation. Dargantics. Oh, they're coming. And I don't like it one bit. We got JG dropping back a spot here only because some other guys are a little bit more active. We got a little bit of a scuffle post-tag match this week. I tell you what, this time, next week, this man right here could very well be #1 in the rankings as your 2-time TSW heavyweight champion. But I got some girth ahead of me. I got the girth that is King Ched, the thickest of cheddar daddios. Last ham standing. I've done it once against this man. Do I dare? Does lightning strike twice? We're gonna have to find out. Main event, Seasons Beatings, Boston, Massachusetts, right outside where JG grew up, baby. It's going down. 1-on-1 too. You know, Dargan's gonna be in Money in the Bank. He's gonna be exhausted. He can't be 1-on-1, baby. Mano y mano. Let's get it. Moving right along here. We've got Landmark, the big boss ham, right outside the top 10. Nice win over LBJ. Momentum building for Money in the Bank. And then the top 10 is here. Big time. Inactive. Injury. But we'll be defending this week against Boxy, of course. In at 10. Big chance to bump up. Big chance to fall back here. We have got the Clap Daddy. Similar spot, a little activity right now. But I guess he's facing that Unicorn. I don't think that's going to work. 7 feet, 600 pounds. I don't think he's a cruiserweight, but I see what Clap does there. He's a slippery little salmon. The shareholders giving him a lot of leeway right now. So we're going to see how this plays out this Thursday. We got the women's tag champs taking the week off for the holiday. Jen's going to get a little bit more of a bump than Miss JG, of course, as is undefeated, is 1 Jen at the moment. Great showing, though, for these two. Really curious to see what our reset's going to be in the tag division. Women for TSW. And how about this one? The biggest shocker of the last couple weeks, months in the making, as Shrades is your hardcore champion, way up here at #6 in the rankings. You love to see this, you know, a long time going, bubbling, boiling, percolating. Finally, that bubble popped. Shrades, heel turn Shrades, title win. See if you can back it up one more time. At Seasons Beatings, we're gonna have Huggies here. Huggies dropping back a little bit, only because the people at Edinburgh a little more impressive this week. Huggies scores a little bit of brawl, sneak attack on Steph. Kind of hard to judge a victor there, but of course huge. Not sure why it's a +0. Sorry, that's weird. This game's confusing sometimes, but of course, big match this week, Steph. Definitely a lot of stipulation. Not sure what that is quite yet. Now we got the tag champs. Huge momentum for Money in the Bank. And by the way, +2 for Joker. He's up at 3 right now in the rankings. Of course, both coming off a tag win this week. Some of these other guys either inactive, not proving themselves, not getting clean wins. Momentum just rampage right now for Joker and Raw. That brings the top 2. Who's it going to be? I mean, I guess you kind of argue either way, but #2 is going to be Brandon 2K. Nice defense against the aforementioned thy Unicorn, the big daddy-o himself. Good defense there, though, by Brandon. Not sure what's next for him. Maybe some open challenges going, but the biggest rivalry, the biggest story right now in TSW is the thickest of cheddar daddios versus JG603. This one's going to be an absolute banger. Hopefully, these boys can deliver, and hopefully, your boy walks away 2-time champ. But until then, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, note about ding, activate, all that good stuff. I appreciate you. Catch you next time, baby.